Hello friends, followers and channel members, welcome back to the channel. Now this week, quite rightly, we have been discussing AI air traffic control quite a bit with the release of the costs of the upcoming BeyondATC, and of course also quite recently we've also introduced the SayIntentions air traffic control, both of which are reliant upon various different aspects of AI. A couple of weeks ago, we showcased the SayIntentions air traffic control program, which is primarily at the moment for GA aircraft, although IFR support is coming. But the one thing many of you didn't really like was the fact that this was a subscription model, and it costs around $30 per month, regardless of how much you fly and how much time you spend using it. Earlier this week then, the highly anticipated BeyondATC air traffic control program, which many of us have been looking forward to, announced their pricing structure, of which on first reading looks really complicated. So we did a video a couple of days ago explaining the costs that you can perhaps expect to incur if you use this. The developers of BeyondATC though did not want to go down the subscription model, and instead you have to purchase what they call transmission units to be able to use the full functionality of BeyondATC. If you haven't seen the video we released here on the channel a couple of days ago, please do go and check that out, as it does explain it all in much more detail. But essentially, every time you get a ATC call from your virtual air traffic controller with BeyondATC, it is going to cost you some transmission units. Now, if you decide to use their premium voice set, it's going to cost you more transmission units than if you used their basic one. There is also a free one available as well. Now, this has led to a lot of comments, hundreds in fact, from people who perhaps quite predictably are saying, well, this is far too expensive. The developers are basically just taking us for a mug. We're not going to pay this much money, and they're basically just trying to rip us off and make as much cash as they can. However, I am here to tell you here in this video that that is absolutely not the case. And in fact, in some aspects of BeyondATC, the developers are in fact losing money with this program. Let's delve into that a little bit more. So the starting price, the basic package when purchasing BeyondATC, is $60 there or thereabouts. That has already shocked quite a few people. It's more expensive than the most basic version of Microsoft Flight Simulator itself. So how can the developers possibly justify charging this much money? Are they just being greedy? Well, as it turns out, no, absolutely not. Now, I've been fortunate enough to speak to the lead developer of BeyondATC, who is happy to share these figures with us here on the channel. So for every purchase a customer makes, BeyondATC will receive only $30. The other $20 has to go towards covering the cost of the AI voices. That is why you get these transmission time units included in your initial purchase, and the other $10 goes towards maintaining BeyondATC's server costs. In theory then, they could have released BeyondATC as a base package at just $40, but then you wouldn't have any transmission units included, and you would be stuck with having to use the product from the off, just using the offline voices, without the ability to try out some of the more superior voices. Now, yes, it also uses a small amount of transmission units when you use the push-to-talk feature. So if you're using just the offline version, so you're never actually paying and purchasing any transition units to use any of the better voices, then you are going to use some transmission units. However, the cost for that is so minuscule that you could fly for potentially months, maybe even years, without using all your units up. Now, this is really high-tech software, and BeyondATC developers do not set the costs of these AI voices that you're hearing with their programs. So that is not down to them. So then you may be forgiven for thinking, well, if the cost of the AI technology is set in stone, how come the BeyondATC team can offer a transmission pack purchase which saves you up to 40%? Well, the truth is on that if users buy this package, it actually costs the BeyondATC devs, because all of this has to go towards the AI voices, and so none of that is helping to serve the costs of their server. Basically, they have to take the hit. In fact, to make it even clearer, the transmission pack purchases that you make, actually the BeyondATC team receive zero. They make absolutely nothing on that. That is purely there for the use of your voices. So why would they potentially do this, you might ask? Well, the real reason is because they love airplanes, they love flight simulation, and they love the product that they have created, and essentially they just want users like yourselves to actually be able to go out and enjoy it. Now, a lot of people have also said in the comments that, well, BeyondATC, they didn't want it to be a subscription service, but ultimately that is what it is. However, that's not entirely true, though I do understand the point of view. A subscription-based service means you're paying a set amount every month, regardless of how often you use the software. With BeyondATC, that is not the case. Your transmission units that you have are yours to use now or in a year's time, and you don't have to purchase any more during the time until they run out. So technically not a subscription based service, more of a bolt-on service as and when you need it. So a quick thank you to the developers for providing us with this information, being really transparent with why the costs are what the costs are, and essentially what they're going to be making off the back of it, which is nowhere near as much as many of you may have first thought. I'd love to hear your comments and views upon this pricing structure and essentially just the cost of AI within flight simulation in general. Is it something that you can potentially see yourself using and buying into, or is it something that you're just going to have to wait until that price drops? There's also other options, of course, things like VATSIM and IVAO, which are free to use, but they don't cover the entire world. And not only that, not everyone is comfortable or happy with flying on an online network. One other fun little item to finish this video off: I've lent my voice to the BeyondATC developers, so if you do have this program in the future, chances are you could end up hearing me sat alongside you in your aircraft. Here is what that's going to sound like. Hello friends, followers and channel members, this is EasyJet Sim Pilot. I'm a guest voice in BeyondATC and would love to be your co-pilot for this flight. Isn't technology incredible? I think I prefer that voice to my own. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I do hope this has been helpful in clearing up some of the issues surrounding the costs of these AI ATC programs. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like, and of course don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and turn on that notifications bell so you don't miss any future videos and of course our live streams. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again in the next one. Bye bye for now.